What's up, everybody? Trinity here. Welcome back to Second Street. It's DC Tuesday, and here I am in my local comic book shop, Bases, Cards, and Comics, right here in Lancaster, California, to bring you all my comic book pull list for the week. Now, if you don't know what a comic book pull list is, that's okay. There should be a video right up there where you can go and learn a little bit more about that. Now, what I typically do is I get into to the comic books, going through DC, then Marvel, then on into indies, and you guys know that I've really been focusing more on the indies here on this channel, just really been loving them. Also looking at some crowdfunding comic books as well, but hey, you know, it is what it is, and it's not for any other reason other than, hey, I'm just really liking indies. It doesn't have anything to do with Marvel or DC and that future state and all these other things out there, all that woke stuff out there. It has nothing to do with that. I don't really read a whole lot of that in a lot of the books that I've read out of these companies. I'm not saying that none of that's out there, but that's not right. I just really enjoying the indies a lot more. So getting into this comic book pull list for the week, guys, I've got a couple of things here we're going to go over. Some of the things I'm excited about. I'm not sure if you guys caught my video that I dropped on the channel yesterday, doing an unboxing, you know, I guess, was it an unboxing? Maybe an unenveloping. Anyway, getting right into my comic book pull list, let's get started right off with my first book by DC here, and that's, I don't have any. There won't be any until next week, guys. I apologize. That's when Deceased issue number 7 will come out, and that'll probably be it for my DC books for a while. I am going to be soon picking up that volume 2 of Hawkman that Robert Venditti did. Fire! I just got through volume 1, The Awakening, just the other day. Great stuff. I think the next one is called The Deathbringers. Very good stuff. Love what Robert Venditti was doing with that Hawkman series before they canceled it. So moving on into Marvel, the first one I got here is Marauders, issue number 17. Marauders has been one of the series out of the Dawn of X series that has been one of my favorite series out there. Jerry Dugan doing a pretty decent job writing this one. I have no real complaints about it. Kind of really enjoying the Hickman era of X-Men stuff. Even that Ten of Swords stuff, it was okay. I know some people felt differently about it, but it was okay. Moving on, we've got The Amazing Spider-Man issue number 57. There's only one issue left in this I guess this story arc, this first story arc of Nick Spencer's Amazing Spider-Man. And then you know, they're starting that new thing. Remember that new Spider-Man suit? Did you see it? What did you think about that new suit? Let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are on that. But only one issue left. Then after that, I'm probably just going to collect these in trades. Who knows? I might go back and buy the trades of these books either way. I mean, I guess I don't really have to. I got the digitals of them, right? I mean, the digitals count. They come with the cute... Yeah. Anyway, I know, and I know what you're thinking. Like, digitals just aren't as fun to read, and believe me, I know. I've got plenty of books on digital that I read, and yeah, I'd rather have the physical copy. Speaking of which brings me to, I also picked up this Amazing Spider-Man issue number 53. I've got to see if I can find 52 also. For some reason, I was looking through my comic books, and I couldn't find issue number 52 and 53, which is really weird. And no, I know what you're thinking. Maybe like, oh, talk to your comic book shop. Maybe they didn't put in your pull list, because, you know, at the shop I go to... No, I'm telling you, my shop here, Bases, Cards, and Comics, is the greatest. And plus, I would really only have myself to blame because I'm here on Tuesdays helping them do the bagging and boarding of all these books and helping them do the pull list. So, if anything, it's my fault that I don't have it. Yeah, I may have got it confused with all those LR issues. You know, they're doing all those .LRs. You know, like Anyway, we're going to get a hold of it. And, so we'll have that and, finish up this because I've got all the other issues. I mean, maybe I should pick up those .lr issues too. There's a couple of them I missed. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it ends up. But that's all I have for my Marvel and DC books this week. Gonna go ahead and move into some indies, the things that I've really been loving. The first one I've got here is on Ablaze Comics. That's Ablaze Publishing, actually. Right here we got the Cimmerian, the Frost Giant's Daughter. And take a look at that fire cover. How could you not like something like that? Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. And that's all I've got from Ablaze. Now, I did just recently review the Cimmerian Volume 1 here on the channel. Make sure you go check out that video because I'm telling you, you know what? Like, this series is pretty fire. Reading it in that trade paperback was really nice. I was reading through issue number 1 of The Frost Giant's Daughter. No, it was The People of the Black Circle. And I was like, it's a little much. I want to wait till I get all 3 of the issues and read them. And I've got those 3 at the house I want to get through and read. And then The Frost Giant's Daughter started shortly after that. I want to get through these and read these as well. Just really good stuff. I like the characterization of Conan in these. It's not that safe Marvel stuff that you're getting out there. This is the real stuff. This is the manly man stuff. This is the Conan you want. This is, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger, baby. Yeah. So moving on into Aftershock Comics, we've got Red Atlantis, issue number 3. This series has actually been pretty decent. Stephanie Phillips is the writer, and she's somewhat of a newer writer out there in the comic book world, and I've read several titles by her. One of them was actually on Aftershock here just, not too long ago, that was called Artemis and the Assassin. It is available on trade paperback right now. I thought it was a decent series. She's also writing Tarna for Heavy Metal Comics, the Heavy Metal magazine. They're putting out the comics. She wrote Tarna as well, which I think that one's going to be a little mini series. I'm not sure if it's an ongoing. I think it was like 5 or 6 issues. I could be wrong there, but I thought Tarna issue number 1 was really good. I've so far thought that Red Atlantis has been a pretty decent series, and she's actually taking it from the stories by who is it that's doing these stories by Jan and Victoria Newman and Nicholas Leeds, because they grew up in Russia in like KGB era stuff, and they're kind of talking about a lot of that stuff here in this book as it's dealing with this incident that had happened across America on the day of the polls, for, the day that they were voting for president. So interesting stuff here. I've really enjoyed this series so far. Out of the first 2 issues, we'll read issue number 3 and see how that is. The next one I've got on Aftershock Comics, I've loved this series so much. This is Lonely Receiver issue number 5, if I am not mistaken. I believe this is the last issue in this series, and I've really enjoyed this one. Let me see here. What's it say here? The beginning. The end. A new beginning. Zach Thompson doing a great job writing this series. It's really just kind of like, it reminds me of like almost like Ex Machina, but a little bit different. A little bit different than that. Dealing like with some like relationships and some of like the psychological things, just like really cool stuff here out of Zach Thompson in this series. I'm telling you, I really do like this series. I think this is one of those ones when it comes out on trade paperback, I'm going to buy it. Now that's all I have for Aftershock Comics. The next publisher, you guys know I have talked about this publisher as well. Not only Aftershock Comics, but this next one, AWA Upshot, has been doing some great work here over 2020 and on here into 2021. They're not slowing down. They just launched last year amidst the pandemic. I think a lot of their first issues came out right before everything started to go into lockdown here in the United States. And they put out some really great titles, man, that had me thirsting to read more while there was the shutdown and after Diamond had stopped distributing for a little while when they closed their doors. Yeah, hey, we all know about all that. I'm telling you, these guys have really put out some great titles that I've really enjoyed, and we've got a couple of new series here as well, and we're going to be talking about these this week on that new series I am starting called The Ones and Twos. I'm not sure if you guys caught that show last week, but this one is Man's World issue number 1. I believe this one is, what, a 5-issue miniseries? Another 5-issue miniseries been written by Victor Gershler. I don't even think I read a preview for this one. And you can go to AWA Upshot's website and you can read a lot of the previews of their books for free. They have like little episodes. It's not the full issue, but they give you little previews along the way that you can read absolutely free to get yourself, to see if it's something that you might like. Man's World, definitely one I can't wait to get into and read here. I can't remember what the premise was, but it was something that sounded very interesting to me at the time. So I got it. It's AWA Upshot. You know I'm going to pull it and read it. So, hey, we're going to get into this anyway. We're going to get into it eventually. Now, the next one is one I'm telling you, I got to shoot a review and talk about this on the ones and twos for issue number 1 and 2. Maybe they just need their standalone reviews because issue number 1 came out, I think at the beginning of December last year or last month, however you want to look at it, right? I know you're trying to forget 2020, but hey, it is what it is. Is 2021 going any better for you? Let me know down in the comments below. But this one right here, Kari Andrews, e-ratic, issue number 2. I'm telling you, issue number 1 was so great. It pulled me in, and you know what? I hate to say and compare it to Spider-Man, but it has that same feel to me. It has that same feel. Not necessarily the character is the same or anything like that. Totally different situations, and no, it's not Miles Morales Spider-Man. No, it's not Gwen Stacy. It's none of that stuff. It's something totally different, but it's a cool story, and it reminds me of that, where you see this teenager going to high school and dealing with problems, just like Peter Parker, right? I'm telling you, the series is great. e-ratic, go check it out. Like I said, go check out AWA Studios on their website. You can read some of these books absolutely free. You have nothing to risk. Go check it out, and then head out to your local comic book shop. Pick up the books, put them on your pull list, and say, hey, Trinity sent me. That's all you got to do, all right? Now, moving into Boom Studios, this week we've got Origins, issue number 3 out of 6. This series right here, there's only been 2 issues, obviously, so far. Not even dystopian type. It's like post-apocalyptic type of stuff. I've really enjoyed this series as well, where we see this guy is it's almost like Terminator, like he's having to go back in time to stop himself or reconcile stuff in his own life. I won't confess to know a whole lot about it other than it's been a really cool series so far. In the first 2 issues, can't wait to get into issue number 3 here and see how this is. Boom Studios is known for putting out some pretty good books. I haven't read a whole lot over there that I would say is not good or not enjoyable. It's just good stuff. Speaking of Boom Studios and the books that they were putting out, I've got one right here. We're going to reveal. This is 7 Secrets, issue number 6, and you can see that. Ooh, what's that reveal there? We don't know what's behind there. Let's see. Let's get this thing open and see what it is. I was waiting just for you guys. I didn't even open the plastic up or anything. I wanted to see you guys watch me rip this plastic open and drop this book all over the ground, and you'd be like, it's not worth anything now. You might as well just get the regular one and throw it across the room. Throwing your money away, Trinity. You should have known better. All right, here we go. So we got this thing out here. Let's get it here out of the package. I almost feel like this is like an unboxing video. Should I put this like new comic book day unboxing? I don't know. But here we go. Let's see what this cover is. You guys tell me. And I'm not sure. Did they have a preview of this cover online? I don't look that far into it. I don't look that far into it most of the time. But let's see what this is. This cover. Is it cool? Is it nice? Let's see right there. How is it? Let me see it. Oh man, that's actually pretty sweet. That's actually pretty nice. I like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. Down in the comments what you guys think about that one, or if you've already seen this cover and you knew and you're like, oh, you didn't know Trinity. I guess you don't know that much, do you? I don't know. It's a pretty nice cover, and I'm not for sure. I think on this series I'm probably going to, because it's an ongoing one. And I think I might end on issue number 10 here, stop pulling it. But again, I guess I've said that about what other series over there on Boom Studios, right? I said that about Once and Future. I've said that about Something is Killing the Children. And you know what? I'm still pulling them. I'm still reading them. Boom Studios, I'm telling you, they got that way of doing that. They hook you in, they get you going, they keep you going. Not unlike this next publisher I'm going to get into in that other book that they're doing, where they're on Image Comics, that crossover. I thought it's okay. I know everybody seems to love Donny Cates, and I'm not like a huge fan of Donny Cates. What can I say? It's just, it is what it is. Like, he's okay. I think his, he's got a huge following. People love him, but I don't know. He just doesn't really do it for me. But anyway, getting into Image Comics here, we've got this big one coming out this week, guys. Please tell me you had this on your comic book pull list, because this book is going to be popular, and I'm telling you, it's going to go up in value. The cover prices are already going up, so hopefully you had it on your comic book pull list. But that is issue number 1. I've got the cover A and the cover B right there. Beautiful. Look at those. Look at those. Just look at them again. Now, the thing that I'm kind of psyched about for this is because it's done by the same creators who do Ice Cream Man. Ice Cream Man on Image Comics is one of the best series that I have read. It's a great horror series, and I'm telling you, every time one of those comes out, like, I don't know, I read them, and sometimes I get done, and I feel creeped out. I feel weirded out. You know what I mean? Like, ugh. Kind of like, you know, those people you see on the cover eating the ice cream, and it's got the bugs all over it, and you're like, yeah, like I feel like that. I feel like that every time I get done reading one of those. But yeah, guys, I'm telling you, this series, I can't wait to get into it. A new W. Maxwell Prince title. He's just so good at doing what he does, telling these kind of weird tales, if you will. Because I know he, on Boom Studios, you know, we were just talking about them. He did that one last year that was called King of Nowhere and other crazy one as well. Yeah, and I even got a lot of those Martin Morazzo covers that they did over there, because that's like kind of the team that they do. And anyway, great stuff. Great stuff. Can't wait to get into Now, the other one here, and you guys know I don't pull a whole lot of Image Comics or anything. They got some good titles too. Don't get me wrong. But this one I cannot wait to get into. That's Homesick Pilots, issue number 2. This series I thought was really good. Issue number 1 kicked off. It kind of got like this horror vibe to it, along with, like, you know, you see these kids in this punk band back in like the 90s. And I don't know, whatever it was about that first issue, it really got me and hooked me in and made me want to read it. This is issue number 2. And check out that fire cover. Is that not? Come on, it's pretty badass. It's pretty badass. Can't wait to get into this one right here. And even the regular cover of it was pretty nice as well. But very good stuff. Now, that's all I have for Image Comics. Getting into Scout Comics. I've got one here, and this is on their Scoot imprint. If you caught that unboxing video I did yesterday, I was talking just about this. This is Soulstream. Issue number 1. And I've got this variant cover as well that... like I said, if you watch that video, man, I'm telling you, I was so psyched to get this, you know, because it says alternate cover. She signed it. This book right here, what they're doing is it's part of Scout Comics Scoot imprint. You can see right there up in the corner is Scoot. What they're also doing is it's also part of their non-stop imprint, and that's basically what it is right here. It tells you at the very end. Is what happens is you get done reading this issue number 1, and you kind of decide if you like it and want to read it, and the next thing coming out is the trade paperback of all of this story all in one, so you can read it, don't have to wait for single issues or anything like that. Now, I'm pretty psyched about this because the creator of this comic book is local here to my area where I live at, but she's a young lady. She's like 16 years old, and she's sitting here creating her comic. She's already got to deal with a publisher, right? What were you doing at 16 years old? Did you have a publishing deal for a comic book that you did the art on, that you wrote, and you did the letters and the colors and your baby? I bet you didn't. But if you did, hey, congratulations. So, hey, you know what? I'm going to support this young lady in her venture. I'm sure that when this trade comes out, we'll probably have a couple of copies of it, and we'll probably give one away. So you might want to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and all that stuff. Stick and hang around, man. We talk about comic books all the time. The next one on Titan Comics, we got Blade Runner 2029. I have loved this, and I've got to get my Sid Mead variants. There's no getting around it. I need my Sid Mead variants. He did the original concept artwork for the original Blade Runner movie. He passed away a little over a year ago. It's been a year and some change. I'm telling you, hey, I'm all in. I'm not doing that Blade Runner Origins stuff, though. I don't know about that one. They got a different team on there. I'm just not sure that there's going to be the same kind of passion going into it that there is in this Blade Runner 2029 book. But that's all I've got for Titan Comics. Moving into Vault Comics. This next one, you guys know how much I love Vault Comics, but this next book is one I've been waiting to read. I've been loving it, and that is the Autumnal issue number 4. I've been picking up these variant covers as well. I was going to pick up the original cover also here, but they only had one cover left. I'm like, no, I need to leave one copy out there for somebody else to get, so somebody else can enjoy all the goodness we've got here in the Autumnal if it's sitting there next week or the week after, I'll probably pick it up. But yeah, guys, I've really enjoyed this one, going to Comfort Notch and seeing everything going on there. And it's part of their Vault's Nightfall line. You can see that right there. It's part of their Nightfall line, which is their horror line. And Vault Comics has a very different way of doing horror. I really love what they do with it. Great stuff. Keep up the good work over there, Vault Comics. Keep doing it. Doing a bang-up job, I'm telling you. Love it. Loving it. The next one we've got here on Vault Comics as well is Devil's Red Bride issue number 4. Now, I'm not for sure how long this series is. I think it's 5 or 6 issues. I've really enjoyed this one so far. It's kind of like a Mulan. It's a little different, though. I mean, I didn't even think about that because when I was reading, I was like, it reminds me of something. Somebody else brought up like Mulan. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. I get how it's kind of, I mean, it's not exactly like that. It's not even really an adaptation, but it's something like it's kind of reminds me of that. Very good stuff. I've quite enjoyed that. And the last book I've got here on Vault Comics as well is Bleed Them Dry, issue number 6. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this one is actually the last of this series as well. And I could be wrong there. And, oh, man. Maybe not. Maybe this one's going to be an ongoing. Maybe there's another issue of it, because according to the end of this doesn't look like it's ending. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Regardless, I've been enjoying this one. I'm not really big into like the vampires and all this stuff, but it's kind of futuristic. It's vampires. It's Elliot Rawl writing this book, and I've been a fan of Elliot Rawls. You know, I've read several books that he's done. Really enjoyed his work. So, you know, I've been following this series as well. Plus, it's on Vault Comics, and I like a lot of the stuff they've done. But that's all I've got for my comic book pull list this week, guys. Let me know down in the comments below what's on your comic book pull list, and are there any of these books that you're looking forward to me reviewing here on the channel, or is there anything that I failed to pick up? Is there something out there I should be reading instead of some of these books? Let me know all those thoughts down in the comments below. That's all I have for this video today, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Second Street Marvel. If you're not already, please make sure you're subscribed, click the little bell and all of that good stuff that sends you out updates every time, you know, notifications every time I upload new content and stuff like that. You get to come, you're here to watch me flap my gums, right? And while you're at it, make sure that you also share it with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the Second Street Marvel. You all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your week, because remember, WandaVision starts this Friday. I know you're hyped. I know I'm hyped. Everybody is. And we'll see you all in the next video. Later.